I'm Gwen Right.
And I'm Deonta B.
And I want to welcome you to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. So, y'all, we're here today. We're doing this series where we're talking to coaches and consultants. Why? Because as business owners, everybody needs some type of coach, some type of consultant, some type of mentor in order for you to be unstuck and get to the next level. And our guest today does just that. Who do we got?
Yes, we have the Charmain Stephens, and she is the owner of Stephens Premium Consulting LLC.
Welcome, Charmain.
Big boss.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, girl. So we doing a series pretty much, really trying to get people to understand, like, you can't do everything by yourself. Like, somebody got to hold you accountable, right? Mm-hmm. So before we dive into it, it's a lot of terms out there. So it's the coach, it's the consultant, it's the mentor. So tell us or give us your feedback of what's the difference between all three terminologies.
Well, first of all, I have to say, coaching it's like a stigma attached to it here lately. It's not just, used to be when you thought of a coach, you thought of a game, a baseball game, a football game. You thought about someone helping you get to the finish line. But post-pandemic, what I've noticed and what I found is that people refer to a coach as someone that wants to, if I go and work with this person, I'm going to make 6 figures in 30 days. So it's not that. The correct, if you were to define a coach, is someone that can help you overcome your obstacles, someone that can help you get to the finish line, assisting and helping you pull out your own gifts and talents on the inside of you. That's a coach. So I think a lot of people get that confused. Consulting more so is on a specific project, on a specific task, something that you're working on. Sometimes the level of consulting with my company, sometimes we do done for you projects. Okay. And once we take those on, that's where we're actually doing the work. Of course, it's high ticket, but some of my business owners don't have the time to do the work. So they want someone that they know and can trust and can get it done. So those are the different definitions between the two.
Okay.
So let's get into people, because like you just mentioned it when you just said people want to aim for that 7-figure growth. Yeah. So what are some key actions that they should focus on, like if they're in the right now of trying to say, okay, I want to scale my business to get to this 6 figures, and I might want to coach, I might want to be, a consultant. What would you tell them?
First of all, they have to find out, are you passionate about this, or are you just trying to dive into it for the money? A lot of people hear the word coach or the term coach and they think, nothing but dollar signs.
Right.
And although it's a very profitable industry, but you have to know that you have a passion, you have a burning desire, and you are driven by results, not the money. So that's the first step. That's on the coaching side. But as a business owner, and we had this conversation earlier, every coach needs a coach. Right. Every business owner needs someone that can advise them, someone that can say, okay, hey, that's not the right way you're doing this. Kind of like telling you the train is coming. The train is coming, get out of the way. If you're operating a business and you don't have anybody to tell you that, hey, this train is coming and to get out of the way, you're going to crash. You're going to die from it. Sometimes you may not even be able to come back from it. So what I often say is understand when it's time to need a coach, and understand that you need to consistently listen and have an open ear to hear from your coach as well.
Yeah, because some people just ain't coachable, child.
No, they're not.
I'm not going to even lie. I used to think that I wasn't coachable, honestly. But then I realized, like, it wasn't necessarily me, but these people that were trying to coach me, they didn't know how to coach.
I agree. In a woman like you, Gwen, you're a very dominant woman. So you have to understand, like I have clients that are very dominant, and it's not that they're not coachable. It's just that can't nobody come to you with no foolishness,
right,
or something that they Googled. They got to have clear, concise strategy, and they got to understand you already have a certain level of business acumen. So you can't come to me half-stepping. You know, you got to come correct. You're not going to come to me with this little bit of stuff and then thinking, no, that's not how it works. So, no, you coachable. It's just they got to come with it.
And that's usually what it was, especially when I first tried to get in coaching, because it was more so of, okay, I was so open and I wanted somebody to guide me because I've been walking through everything on my own, which is a lot of entrepreneurs. And then I got to the point where, you know what, I'm so stuck. I don't know which way to go. I need somebody to tell me. And then it was like, okay, I started picking out these different people. And then after a couple of weeks, I'm like, I could tell you need to fix this. And it was really what it was. People trying to be coaches and don't really know coach, don't even know what the word strategy is. So you got to really pay attention to that. Like, you got to pre-interview people in reference to, before you decide to actually hire them as a coach. Absolutely. So let's talk about business owners who have like a lot going on in their business. They're working their business, but they might not necessarily know like how to generate the revenue in their business. What is some suggestions that you would have for somebody to pick out what parts of their business makes the most money? And of course, in order to make the most money, you got to give it attention. So what would that be?
So for me, I'm very direct. So oftentimes what I say, if I line up 5 business owners and I ask the question, what are your income producing activities? Probably maybe one of them could tell me. The other 4 probably wouldn't even know what the word was, or even how to use it, or even what that means. Right. If you can't tell me how to make money in your business, if you can't tell me where the money is coming from, you're already doomed. So the first step is to understand, what are your income producing activities? Is it a core offer that you have that you just need help defining and cultivating and then putting a strategy with it? Or are you good at events? Or do you have a special skill set that helps speakers get on stage and be able to expand their brand that way? You've got to know where the money is coming from. It's like, if you don't know where the money is coming from, the company is bleeding and you can't stop it because you don't know how. So that's the first step. The second step is, once you understand the income producing activities, you have to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. A lot of people get in business and 30 days, ain't make no money. This don't work. I'm finna throw in the towel. They scammed me. Baby, you scammed yourself. Because you don't even show up for yourself, you know. So if you're the scam, because it's like you got into business because it was a fad on social media, but you didn't understand, baby, this is real work. This is work. So, understand if you're there for money or if you're there just because somebody on social media told you need to do that for a business.
We got too much of that.
Right.
We got too much of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you help clients, you help them get organized, and you help them create systems so that they can improve their growth. So can you share us an example of a client that you actually help succeed based off of these? Because we know when you don't have organization and structure and systems, it's just like you just said, you just bleed and you just die in your business.
Absolutely. So I had one client that came to me. She was a fitness coach, or wanted to be. Or let me rephrase that. I knew that she had the potential to be a fitness coach, but she had nothing in place. No systems, no strategy, no core offer. And then her content that she was creating, basically the messaging, it wasn't converting. If your messaging is not converting, your audience, they don't even know that they need you. Right. So the first step I had to help her understand was, okay, let's sit down. Let's look at what problem you solve. So if you don't know the problem that you solve, how can you relay that message to your potential audience? I don't know that I need you. I don't know that you can help me if you don't tell me that in your messaging. So that was the first step. We got to get this messaging correct. Right. So once we get the messaging correct, of course, we implement the right system. So when the messaging is correct, and then we start implementing things like call to actions known as CTAs, then we're at the point to where we say, okay, now we're getting the traffic. Right. Now, a lot of people stop right there because when they get there, they don't know what to do when the traffic comes. Right. So I tell them, okay, so you got to have somewhere to go. You got to have somewhere for your people to go. It's almost like the budget terminology that I use with money. Every dollar has a place.
Right.
So if you don't put it in a place, it's going to go where it want to go. So same thing with your clients and your audience. So when they start coming in, okay, let's put them on a wait list. Let's go ahead and determine what do they need from you through this wait list. How do you determine that? Let's implement an email campaign so that we can drip on this audience. When they start to respond, let's segment them according to what they need. Once we do that, then we can start putting offers. Your offers can't convert if you're giving them to somebody. I don't need that.
Right.
If someone says, it's like telling somebody that they are a model, they eat healthy every day, they work out, they're not trying to lose 100 pounds.
Right.
So why would you try to give them that if that's not going to speak to them? So you've got to give them things that they need, and then that way, that's when you offer, and then that's when you get better conversion rates. Offers what people need when they need it and who needs it. So those are some of the things we were able to do. And when that particular client, she went from making $0 to her first 24 hours with that particular sale, she made $16,000, I think in about 12 hours, based upon just her changing her strategy and us helping her with that. So I tell people, but again, I'm the coach that's going to help you do the work.
Right.
I'm going to give you all the strategy and everything, but I'm not going to do it. Unless you hire me for that. And then of course that comes with a higher ticket. So it's just all about taking the right methods, the right strategies, implementing them, and then consistently executing.
So I want to break some stuff that you said down because it's really, really important. And because we got different types of audience and it's different types of business owners. And you said a lot of words that is ultimately business words that most business owners need to know. But unfortunately, a lot of things that you just said, they don't have a clue on. So when we talk about conversion, we talk about lead generation, when we talk about segmentation, a lot of people don't know what all that means.
Right.
Right?
That's true.
So let's talk about it. So when we're talking to business owner, we're saying you need to convert your client. Break down what converting your client means.
Great. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because for me, when I first started, I attracted a lot of clients that were just at the idea phase. Business terminology, they had none. Business acumen, they had none.
Right.
So what I created was a business Bible. It's over 200 pages filled with terminology like that to help people. Before I can even coach you, you gotta go by that. I need you to study in that, because if you're trying to scale to a higher level, you got to know this stuff. And so when you talk about conversions, what does that mean? Think of the term convert. If you're converting a car, if you're converting a mobile home, you're transforming it from one stage to the next. So you're transforming them from a particular follower one day to them being a client. And that is a conversion. That is converting them. And it's important. You need to know that, because you don't want people just following you. Like I tell people all the time, I don't want 100,000 followers and 2 clients.
Right.
Let me have, 5,000 followers and let 3,500 of them be clients.
Right.
That's what matters most.
Let's talk about messaging. And the reason why I'm breaking this down is because ultimately, like even with myself, because people never really broke stuff down to you. They always would talk over your head and you like, okay, I don't know what none of this mean. But the messaging part of your marketing is the key component of your conversion rate, right?
That's right.
So when we talk about messaging, why is it important for you to know the message that you're delivering or you putting out to ultimately your target audience? They might not even know what target audience is, but ultimately to your target audience. But why messaging is important aspect of marketing, because people think marketing is just telling people to come see me or put a CTA out, which they might not even know what a call to action is, right? So putting that out. So why is messaging a key component, or knowing your message a key component to your marketing?
That's a great question. So I often say, first of all, You got to know when she mentioned target audience, you have to know who it is that you're talking to. For me, I no longer service an entry-level entrepreneur. So my messaging can't speak like a baby. It's almost if like, for me, I went from milk to meat.
Right.
So as an entrepreneur, some people are at the milk stage. So you have to know if your target audience, for me as a business coach, if I start speaking like a smaller, lower level terminology, my high ticket client is going to run because that doesn't attract them. But if I'm trying to attract, let's say $100 offer, then I'm going to talk on a term to where it's entry level. So when I'm speaking and my messaging, it's going to speak to someone that just got in business within the last 6 to 12 months. So they don't really know a whole lot, but they're interested in learning. But my messaging for someone that's about to invest a $12,000 ticket into one of my coaching programs, it's got to be a high level because I can't speak to them. My messaging has to be relatable. So if you have someone that has an MBA, they are been on their job 12, 15 years, they have some business acumen, they've been in business for quite a while, they're not going to want to hear about $100 offer because they know when they hear that price, ain't nothing I can do for them. That's what they say in their mind. But if they hear, oh, that's going to be $8,000 to $10,000 for that offer, they're going to know what are the deliverables. Deliverables are basically, okay, what am I getting for this amount? So when I talk to them, I have to speak to them in a terminology that they understand. So I give an example. So, we're both in the tax industry. So tax season is right around the corner. So we got to market. But when we're marketing, if you want people on a certain
one with no big refunds.
Let's just put it out there. If you want somebody that's got 4 kids and they want $10K back, you got to talk to them plain and simple. You got to say, hey, I can get your refund at this amount, with this amount of kids, with this amount of money that you made. You can't say AGI. You can't say taxable income. You got to say you made $5,000, you made $15,000, I can get you X amount of money back.
Right.
But if I'm saying that if you have some business write-off, you have some investment property, we want you to get to where you don't owe the IRS as much, then you talk to somebody in the 6-figure range. It's all about the messaging. So you can't talk to my sister over here that's got, got her kids and she make less than $20K, but she wants $10,000 back. You can't talk to her like you talk to somebody over here. Right. And it's not that you're showing favoritism or you're discriminating. It's marketing. And marketing is not black or white. It's just plain and simple. I'm talking to who I need to talk to, according to who's about to pay me what dollar amount. So.
Absolutely. Yes.
We needed that because ultimately, I know I kind of went over to the other, but she said so many different terminologies that was so important that as business owners, we wonder are we not making money because ain't nobody teaching us those things,
That's right. Absolutely. That's good.
And even with that being said, before I get to my next question, because I know some people still need to know this, tell them what the call to action is.
Thank you. A call to action. This is a very good one because a lot of people say, I don't know why I'm not making money. Baby, you ain't told us how to pay you.
Right.
How can you make money? You got to ask for the sale. Not only ask for the sale, assume the sale. If I tell you, for example, for me.
And you're really good at it. I'm not going to even lie. You are really, really good at it. I'm not going to even lie. I be looking at your phone like, okay, she going to tell them to get her the money every day.
That's it. And a lot of people are so afraid because they have to understand that we are a business.
Right.
When we go to Walmart, we go to Target, even we go to the mall and go shopping, they don't tell you in there, this is beautiful. I was really thinking about, no. Would you like to buy? Can I help you with anything else? Would you need a pair of shoes to go with that outfit? Baby, they're going to assume the sale.
Right.
So when I say call to action, if you tell me that your outfit you have on the outfit that you posted is this, is stretchy, is this size, you can wear it here, you can wear it there, but then you say, this is a really cute outfit. Girl, what are you doing? Where's the link? Why not tell them the link is in comments? Why not say you can purchase this here? Oh, and here's a pair of cute shoes to go with it. Call to action. We're calling them to act. What are they acting upon? Go to the link and get paid. That's just all it is to it. Go to the link and get paid. If you don't ask or assume to sell, your call to action is out there. They're going to sit there. And you really have people that are waiting on you to say that.
I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to even lie. I was so guilty of that for so long, right? Because I hate salesy people, right? So in my mind, I always be like, I don't want to be like no salesy person. But then I realized, like, well, shit, I can't make no money on this if I ain't telling the people to buy.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
And then people literally be waiting for you to give them what they need so they can buy. And I be like, hold on, let me.
You'd be amazed because so many people, as a human nature, we are conditioned to be told what to do. Something else that I studied in the midst of me becoming a coach was I studied the mindset of the consumer. And the mindset as a child, what did your mama tell you? She said no, she said yes. But what you did first, you asked, right? Or you were told to do something. Same thing as an adult. That mindset still exists. So if you're not telling your audience to say, hey, that's just like you have something coming up, you have something coming up. If you're not consistently telling them that, and then the mindset, the psyche of the mind also has to see something at least 2 to 3 times before they're even interested. Another 3 to 4 times before they actually purchase.
And that has went up. They said, because it used to be 7, but
Absolutely.
they said it's like 20 times I got see it before they actually want to purchase now.
There you go. So, baby, they're going to see me.
There it is.
They're going to see me.
Nugget.
Absolutely.
Nuggets. And you got so many nuggets, y'all better catch them. Y'all better catch them.
Up in their back pocket.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all better catch them.
So we talked about social media. So with small businesses, can you tell some of them some things that they can do to improve their visibility? Because we just talked about, you just said how they learn stuff from a child. You got to tell them what to do. So how can them as business owners improve their visibility so they can get that person, pull them on in and reel them and make them a client?
The way to remain visible is to not be afraid of your own business. A lot of business owners are truly afraid of understanding what it means to be a business owner. So you have to put yourself out there. And I'm not just talking about just on social media. That is a piece. That's a moving piece. But we often forget about genuine relationships, building relationships. Settings like this, going to networking events. Sometimes, baby, even if you don't have the money, go to the bar. Order water.
She said, bar.
Go to the bar. Order water. If you can't even afford a drink, order water and sit there. You'd be amazed at how many people you meet.
Right.
You got a lot of other people just sitting at the bar as well. And for me, I've built so many connections going to the bar, sitting there. I might order a glass of wine and just sit there. You know, it's a while before I'm ready to go home. And I meet so many people. I met an attorney and I started talking to him, ended up closing a marketing contract, pulled my phone up, closed a $7,000 marketing contract at the bar. Sharing a glass of wine.
Right.
We talked for over 2 hours, but what he found out was he needed something I had. And because I was bold enough to tell him about what I did, but then I did it in such a way to where I was building a relationship. Right. And telling him answers to his problems. And as I continued to do that, he was like, look, we need you. Yeah. So to answer your question, to be more visible, you got to put yourself out there. You got to take that bonnet off, take them pajamas off, get off Zoom, and get outside.
You say get off Zoom,
and get outside. Outside is open. We've been open for almost 4 years now. Get outside. The pandemic is over, and all these new waves of entrepreneurs that are here, you're not making no money because you ain't outside. You ain't talking to nobody. So
Nugget.
Because you can't build a genuine relationship. Like you can move. What I've always done, and I think what we've always done is, and we kind of pulled back a lot, and we've actually talked about like really getting back out. But one thing that we've always did was we had events and going different places in our marketing plan. And we meet the people on the outside and then we take them to the inside, you know what I'm saying, online. And then you continue to build from there. So you drop so many nuggets. Oh, I could keep talking. You
could just keep her.
You guys
Make her stay.
Right. You guys so much that I feel like it's needed, especially again, we're getting ready to go into 2025. And we was talking briefly about it. It's a new world out here.
It is.
And in order for you to continue to move your business, you're going to have to know how to build connections, how to network, how to market, really knowing who your audience is, building a community, building culture. And there's so many different things that you got to do. But we can't talk no more, girl. So you got to tell these people, if they see you, because you be dropping all kinds of programs during the year. If they need you, tell them where they can find you at.
Absolutely. So, if you would like to connect with me, or when you're ready to connect with me, I am on all social media platforms as The Ultimate Entrepreneur. My website is charmainstephens.com. If you're on social media more than 2 minutes, you're going to see something out there, either directly or indirectly from me. So definitely connect with me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media platforms. My website is always open and welcome for the next amazing business owner. So I definitely love to have you.
Okay, girl. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for coming to the corner.
I'm glad
and
to
giving
be
us
here.
all this good knowledge. This beautiful lime green jumpsuit that you can leave here with us.
It's our colors.
That's our color.
It is. I enjoyed it. Amazing time.
Yes, good conversation.
Yeah.
So, y'all, if y'all want to find me on all social media platforms at Gwenetta, right? Let me not forget for y'all to follow Gwen Business Corner on all social media outlets as well. Make sure you're following Expert Tax Service page, because we drop this on Expert Tax Service page, and also on our YouTube channel at Gwen Business Corner. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can get some more of these nuggets. And we are just a couple of days away from our toy giveaway. I don't care where you at, you can donate to us. We are trying to help families for the holidays. So you can cash out R4YD, or you can donate at paypal.me/reach for your dreams. No donation is too big or too small, because baby, these people out here need it. Okay, D, tell them how to find you.
Well, you can find me at all social media outlets at The Real Deonta B. And we want to wish everyone a happy holiday, a safe holiday. And we want you to get ready to kick the door in 2025. And make sure you get your mess straight for tax season, because you know how that goes. After you get from finish spending them coins, it's going to be time to pay the man. So get ready. And also, we want you to keep following us at Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. And we just want to keep seeing you and spilling all the business tea. So we'll see you next time. Peace.